Hello everybody, welcome to the Romance Languages Hub, and this is our monthly meeting on the Romance Languages Hub, a monthly stream where we meet, hang out, and improvise language challenges together. And before we start, let me turn on the lights in the background. Why not? I forgot to do that. Sorry, I'm a little bit late today, but thank you for your patience. And one announcement before we start. This is the last stream on this channel before the summer break. So I decided to take a break in the summer just because I just have too many commitments in the evening, so I don't want to commit to one more thing. Because as you know, I stream every Wednesday. I've been streaming every Wednesday for the past few months. On this channel and other channels interchangeably. So I decided to take a break from streaming regularly. I'm still planning on streaming on those channels, Romance Languages Hub and other channels, spontaneously during the summer, but yes, there isn't going to be a regular show as it's been. Hopefully I will be getting back to you guys after the summer. Maybe with something new. I need this time to rethink the ideas, rethink the formats, think about making it a little bit more put together and researched. You know, I would like to increase the value of this show. By the way, you can let me know in the comments or in the chat messages what you like about this show, and if you have any feedback for the future, I would like to hear that. But today we are still having the show as usual. You will be able to call me live, and to do that you have to be registered. If you haven't registered yet, if you registered before, you don't have to register again. You can use the same link to join, but to register, there is a link in the description box. Let me just quickly check if everything works. Yes, that's gonna be it. So you have the link in the description box that takes you to this form. You just fill it in and you will receive a link via email with instructions on how to join the stream. So before you join, think about what do you want to do on the stream? Do you want to host a challenge? Do you want to be a participant? We do need we do need those language challenges. So if you come up with a word description in your language that you would like to present, that would be great, or a sentence you would like to present, and see if speakers of other Romance languages can understand it, that would be great. And also, we last week on the Germanic Languages Hub, we tried a different format, and it was all about just picking one random word, not necessarily random, but one word from your language, and other people had to figure out what it means. So this way we are focusing on differences between Romance languages as well, because sometimes we have false friends or culturally specific words that are not present in other languages. So those are very interesting too, and also very fun to work with. I also prepared some of them for today's show, so we may have a look at that if we don't have other types of challenges. Excuse me. Let me just quickly have a look at the chat. Yes. So I know it's a pity. I have to take a break, Orietta. No, what you just said that. Yeah. So yeah, I think that it's going to be very interesting after the summer. When I'm going to be back with something new and fresh. I want to dedicate summer to my other projects that I'm working on. Also working on regular videos for the Ecolinguist channel. However, this channel I might be streaming spontaneously every so often at different times. Not really. I'm not going to schedule it in advance just because it's a commitment, and at the moment I do need some time to sort other things, and also the summer is here, so we do need to get this nice weather, take advantage of this nice weather outside, and probably most of you are also going to be out and about at this time. It's 6 p.m. in Scotland, and most of you probably are going to get really busy in the summer, just having fun outside. So I think that when the autumn comes back, long dark nights we can just spend in front of our computers having fun with languages. So if you just joined the show, if you just joined the stream, just know that this is the last stream this month. And that's why it would be nice if more people called. I will try to add as many people as I can into the stream without making it too chaotic. But if you want to call, that's your last chance before summer to connect. Well, I will be streaming on Slavic Languages Hub next week, and then the Ecolinguist show is scheduled for the 31st of May also. So that's kind of a nice cut-off time, because it's the last day of May and then the summer starts. What's happening? Okay, so I see that we've got two callers right now. I'm going to add them and see. Let me just check what languages they speak, just to remember real quick, just to remind myself. Okay, I see. Okay, so let's add Jan. Hopefully it's going to work. Jan, I'm going to add you in a second, so get ready. Yeah, let's do this. Hello, Jan.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Hello, Jan. Uh,
Perfect.
Jan. So, oh, that's helpful. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You see,
right.
guys, it's
Yeah.
so bright right now. So we used to stream in the evenings, and now became the days are longer now, and we have a lot of light. So,
Yeah.
Jan, obviously you've been on the show before, but maybe you could introduce yourself, but in the Romance language, since we're on the Romance languages hub.
Oh, ciao, mi chiamo Jan, vengo dalla Germania, parlo tedesco, inglese e italiano. Sì,
Tedesco, inglese, italiano. Uh-huh.
sì.
Okay, muy bien, muy bien. That's great. So actually, you just mentioned you studied Italian. How good is your Italian? Could you remind us?
I
How
don't
long?
really know, but I would like to try. Yeah.
Try it, practice it. Okay, that's good. So
Yeah.
maybe you could you could tell us a little bit about how you've been studying Italian, but in Italian.
Oh.
Like,
Ehm, sì, ho studiare. Next try. Um, yeah, parlo italiano con la mia amica. Spesso scrivo in italiano con la mia amica e quindi eh, nel Discord, sì, e ho usato il app Duolingo.
Duolingo. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. So we are going to have an Italian speaker joining us right now. So maybe we'll be able to improvise some challenges here. So, Leonardo, if you could maybe just improve your camera setting. Oh, yes, a little bit like that. That would be great. So let me add Leonardo, which is also our
Hello, guys.
hello, hello. Let me just
Hello.
adjust your volume a little bit. Yes, so Leonardo, you are back into to the show as usual.
Yeah,
So here we've got Jan who speaks Italian,
I
right?
noticed that. Yeah.
Yes, so maybe you could ask some questions to Jan just so he can practice his Italian and we could learn more about Jan.
Okay. Without the necessity to introduce myself.
I mean, I think everybody knows you already.
Okay.
So we can, yeah, you
Okay.
don't have to introduce yourself.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask him some questions in Italian about his learning.
About his learning and just to learn some information about it. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's not a good idea. You know what, maybe let's do the challenge then.
Okay.
Just because, you know, if we haven't prepared this in advance, so actually I should have prepared some like questions. I don't want to tell you what to ask Jan right now because it's kind of giving it away, basically. You know, so it
Exactly.
wouldn't be
Yeah.
a chance to practice. So maybe Leonardo, you could just describe a word to Jan in Italian. And Jan can try to understand what it means. And Jan, you can answer either in Italian or English.
Okay.
Okay, so I will.
Okay.
You guys, I'm going to put you on this screen. Okay, and you can have a conversation.
So, so no time, right? I can just talk and then.
You can talk for a little bit, and actually, meanwhile, I'm going to do some things in the background. but you guys
Okay.
try to do that challenge
Great.
in Italian.
Ok, va bene, Jan. Allora, si tratta di un oggetto che le persone hanno molto molto comunemente in casa al giorno d'oggi. Può
Sì?
essere grande, piccolo, soprattutto può essere di varie tipologie e ti do un indizio che può essere un indizio che forse ti può aiutare. Esiste fatto nelle maniere più disparate, nel senso che tantissime persone, tantissimi ingegneri si sono cimentati nel creare ehm, di questi oggetti in qualunque maniera possibile, qualunque forma possibile per al fine di incrementarne l'ergonomia. Sono andato troppo nel dettaglio tecnico o hai capito finora?
Sì, penso che ho capito molto, ma non tutto. Sì.
Ok,
Ho capito che è un oggetto che si usa per creare qualcosa. Eh,
aspetta, è un oggetto che non si usa per creare, fermo, è un oggetto che moltissimi ingegneri hanno creato nei
ok,
modi più disparati.
sì, ok, sì, ho capito.
Si
Sì,
utilizza principalmente un accessorio collegato a un computer, ma a volte anche, se proprio ci troviamo in delle situazioni di emergenza, anche ai nostri telefoni. Se per esempio ci ritroviamo senza touchscreen funzionante e dobbiamo intervenire in qualche modo a interagirci per fare una riparazione o un qualcosa, è possibile utilizzare questo dispositivo per effettuare tutte le operazioni necessarie. Ecco, è un oggetto, penso adesso che tu abbia abbastanza capito l'oggetto a cui mi sto riferendo, quindi vai.
Ho capito che è una parola o un oggetto che molte persone hanno nelle case,
Sì,
giusto? Ok.
giustissimo.
È un oggetto che è più... è un oggetto...
Eh?
ah, sometimes I have to remember the words. That's the basic problem.
Eh,
Um, è uno...
diciamo, per me non ci sono problemi, per me non ci sono problemi. Se ti sfugge una parola in italiano, me la puoi dire in inglese, se ti sfugge in inglese, me la puoi dire in tedesco. Quindi non ti preoccupare.
Ok. Quindi è un oggetto che le persone hanno trasformato ehm, per un lungo tempo.
Sì, esattamente,
Sì?
cioè è stato trasformato, diciamo, potremmo dire anche così, sì.
Ok, quindi è un oggetto che è non legato alle tecniche, per esempio a computer, sì?
Sì,
Giusto?
esatto, si dice, e perdona la correzione, ma si dice la tecnologia, non le tecniche. Le tecniche sono solo techniques.
Ok. C'è una camera specifica per questo oggetto nelle case?
Una camera specifica? Beh, dipende. In realtà, essendo un oggetto portatile, non c'è.
Ok. Ah.
Si usa per fare le operazioni, ecco, ti do un altro indizio, si usa per fare le operazioni di interazione, per andare a fare delle cose sul nostro computer o sul nostro telefono, alternativo per esempio al touchscreen sul nostro telefono o alternativo a se no ti do troppi indizi, al dispositivo che si usa per interagire con i nostri laptop senza averlo. Con il dis-
Ok,
con quello che per fare le cose, insomma, per effettuare le operazioni.
ok. Quindi è un oggetto che si usa per cambiare gli oggetti?
Sì, per cambiare non tanto gli oggetti, ma per cambiare delle cose sul nostro computer, sì, per esempio. Se vogliamo fare una ricerca sul web, lo utilizziamo, per esempio.
Ok, oh,
Okay, so I see that there is you're still kind of far away from guessing, Jan. So
yeah.
we can add one more person here who I see doesn't speak Italian, and we'll see if maybe they will be able to help
Okay.
with his knowledge of.
I tried to keep it. I tried to keep it so simple as possible, but
Yeah, it's
if I give too much hints, then it gets obvious in the sense that I cannot give more hints without
yeah,
talking
it's
about the word,
Let's see if
basically,
Cohen.
without saying the word.
Okay. Let's see if Cohen got something. So Cohen, I'm going to add you to the stream
it's a
Okay.
little
right
bit
now.
abstract now, but
Oops. Let me just change this. Okay, Cohen. So here you
Hey,
are.
Cohen.
Hey, Cohen.
Hello.
So Cohen,
hello.
before you introduce yourself, because you already been on the show, so in a moment you're going to introduce yourself. But I do know that you don't speak Italian. You haven't really studied Italian extensively, right?
I haven't at all. I can understand loads of stuff, but I just can't speak it at all. Like literally none.
So this is a
So
perfect challenge for you. Have you been listening to Leonardo describing the thing?
yeah, he was talking about something that was made quite some time ago, I think. Like I gathered something about a technology or something, and then he went on about computers and phones and whatnot, and the way we use them, and like
Okay, so
and
that's a little. It does sound a little bit complicated. I'm not sure if I would be able to give one word that
Well,
describes it. So Leonardo, try to simplify that, okay,
Yeah,
for us.
it's a little
Now
bit
ok.
you can
abstract.
really simplify,
Allora,
but in Italian, in Italian.
certo, lo usiamo, è un oggetto concreto
yeah,
che la gente utilizza per interagire, cioè per comunicare, diciamo, con questo dispositivo, per utilizzarlo
yeah.
quando non si vuole, per esempio, utilizzare ciò che già utilizziamo per interagire con un computer portatile, con un laptop,
Mm-hmm.
ciò che utilizziamo come una sorta di alternativa, se per esempio è più comodo, più pratico utilizzare questo oggetto piuttosto che quello che già abbiamo dentro integrato.
Mm-hmm.
È un qualcosa, è un oggetto che possiamo utilizzare in casi estremi, quindi quando siamo in grande difficoltà, con i nostri telefoni, per esempio quando il touchscreen non funziona e dobbiamo fare delle riparazioni.
I
È un oggetto che si usa per esempio nel viaggio?
creo que lo sabe. Voy a hablar español.
Sí, sí, por favor.
Creo que lo sé.
Sì, no?
Es
Claro.
el ratón.
Raton.
Esattamente, raton. Yeah, got it. I am trying to learn some Spanish too, so I know
Raton.
what raton is.
I think raton actually translates as rat, right?
Yeah, it does. It
Yeah,
does.
Yeah,
yeah.
rat, but in this case,
Rat
it's mouse.
and or mouse. So you use it to say both in
Yeah.
Spanish.
Okay, so how would that be in Italian then, Leonardo?
Allora, in italiano come sapete bene, molte parole che hanno a che fare con la tecnologia sono dei calchi e delle parole riprese dall'inglese, quindi diciamo semplicemente il mouse.
Il mouse. How beautiful, wow.
Perché in português,
È il mouse, esatto, è il mouse.
in Portuguese, it's also rato. And that also
Rato.
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 That's also both rat as well as mouse, and also the computer mouse. Like
Yeah, exactly.
So raton, mouse, rata, rat. Oh, that's a good clarification from Neisha. Raton actually means mouse.
Mouse
So
in
it's
Spanish.
kind of a false friend then. I mean, rata is a rat. Okay, that was interesting. What about other languages? Cohen, maybe you could introduce yourself first and maybe tell us what languages you speak in one of the Romance languages.
Okay. Entonces vamos al español. Yo soy Koen Steeloper, soy de Holanda, vivo en Holanda, en 's-Hertogenbosch, que es el capital de la provincia Norte Brabant. Hablo español, portugués, francés, alemán, inglés, holandés y un poquito de sueca y de galego, Escocia.
Galio de Escocia. Muy bien. ¿Y cómo se pronuncia tu nombre?
Mi nombre se pronuncia Koen.
Koen, no Cohen, como yo
Okay.
digo. Koen, ok, that's good.
Però io non ho capito, cioè, perché l'ho sentito pronunciato da Norbert, ma effettivamente poi non mi sono mai reso conto di come si scrivesse, quindi non sapevo come pronunciarlo. Grazie mille.
Yeah, so yes. And so because Koen, you speak so many Romance languages, the only languages that we can actually do challenges for you are Italian and Romanian. So we're actually going to have a look at those in a moment.
All right.
But I also see in the comments in the chat people are thinking about sending some word suggestions for the challenges, like some culture specific words for us to guess the meaning of. So you guys, if you want to do that, just mark it in the chat. Just write something like the word for the challenge, you know, and then say it. Don't just put the word in, because I wouldn't know if that's the word that you want me to use for the challenge or not. And also write in the brackets maybe what language this word is in. So I'm going to give you an example of a word that we can have a look at. Let me see what we've got here. This challenge is going to be for all of you guys, because none of you speaks Romanian. So I'm going to show you a word, which is let me play it first so you can hear it. It's a word in Romanian that you need to tell me what it means.
Desmuț. Desmuț.
Yes, and now I'm going to display it for everybody.
Yeah, please. Desmuț.
Desmuț.
This much.
Okay, so take a moment to think about it.
No.
Oh, it's difficult.
I know, it's a bit difficult, but let me see. So it doesn't ring any bells at the moment.
Nope.
No,
No.
it doesn't make any connection with any cognates here.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, let me just maybe display it on the screen permanently. Where is the color is here. That's the word.
Can we get any kind of hint for it? From
In Romanian, possibly.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Any
you
Romanian hint?
so yeah, we are actually going to get a Romanian hint in a second. Yes, I'm going to give you an example of a sentence. Okay, maybe that will help. So you need to know that this is a word that is unique to Romanian. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's not probably maybe knowing some cognates would help to kind of push into the direction of the
Yeah.
meaning of that word, but it's supposed to be a unique thing in Romanian because every language has some unique vocabulary. We're also going to cover some Italian words today also. So let me just add that sentence to the display. Okay. Oops, that's not how I wanted to display it. Oh, that's the way. Okay, so this is the example of a sentence. Okay, let me play it so you can listen to how it's pronounced.
La petrecere a fost un adevărat dezmăț.
All right. So the something was something. First this was.
First, I think about something to put or something like that. Anything to put in is
But there is something I might be sure about is that where's the put in the sentence, because actually the first word is a noun though, so it can't be to put. But where do you find that to put?
again.
So Jan, what makes you think that it could be the word, the verb to put? Yeah.
I really don't know, but I thought the sentence structure could make sense if you say something, apponere per esempio in italiano.
Porre.
Yeah, porre. Sorry. Ponere is in Latin. Yeah.
Onere, yeah, sure.
Apporre un specifico oggetto. Yeah.
Okay.
Che non so.
Okay. And
A questo momento.
Cohen, do you see any similarities to other Romance languages that you know? Maybe some.
I wrote something in the chat because I was like, I don't know, this can take forever to like explain by voice.
So the something was something something first was okay. Exactly. So you're not sure. That's fine. We are just testing the new kind of challenge. So now actually I'm going to give you wait a second. I'm going to give you a few possible answers, and then you will have to decide which one sounds the most reasonable.
I wanted to say that it's before you give the possible answers, because if you give the possible answers, then that wouldn't. But it sounds a bit like matto, in Italian, which means basically mad, or it depends on the situation. Actually, being mad or being
Cross,
yeah,
perhaps.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's listen to the options here. So A, the longing for someone or something, a mix of love, nostalgia, and sadness.
Okay.
B, a situation with no rules or restrictions, often resulting in chaos. C, a popular children's game similar to hopscotch. And D, the act of running your fingers through a loved one's hair.
I don't think C or D. I think A or B.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I am
possibly
also
think
thinking about
B.
yeah, me too. More of the situation out of control that can result in chaos. It's something
Yeah.
that might be plausible.
Yeah, I
Just
think
thinking about that matto and stuff like that
yeah,
makes me
I think Adevarat or something like that. Maybe there is a word in Romanian, devarat. So yeah, maybe a noun for an opposite of this word. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And Kuhn, what about you? What?
Yeah. I actually am leaning towards A or B out of the responses that you gave. And that is because it sounds like this word, dasmuch, is an adjective. So it doesn't sound to me like it's a proper noun or anything. So
also
would you?
Okay. So yeah. Okay. I thought maybe this came from my native language, German, but I thought Adevarat could be this adjective, and then Desmat could be the noun. So I don't know if it's
but
like this or the words
I know.
changed.
I happen to know that un is an article,
Yeah.
just like
Okay,
it is
yeah,
in.
exactly.
okay, guys.
Yeah.
So
Un is an article exactly.
yes, so guys,
Yeah.
the B, which is a situation with no rules or restrictions, often resulting in chaos, is a correct answer.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes, and actually,
Great.
some people in the chat, noted, took a note of the word, the French word, demain. Is that the right pronunciation?
Demo.
Demon, yeah, or senza spirito, I think in Italian, right?
Demo senza spirito demo
Yeah.
because it comes from
Not-
Latin de mens, so literally you are out of your
Mind.
your mind.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
mad. You're crazy.
Yes. So now, guys, can you translate the sentence, knowing the
So
context?
So this is a word that is used in many languages similar, but then there is the Romanian variation of it. So in German we said dement. So
Dement?
yeah, dementia or dementia in Italiano. Non lo
Demenza,
so.
demenza.
Demenza. Oh,
But wait, uh, demenza is not to be used though, because demenza usually refers to the clinical medical condition,
yeah.
not what demente literally means as crazy as if you say demenza, it's only seen from the clinical perspective.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So actually, obviously in different languages it might mean something different. Like we say in French, right? It's like it doesn't necessarily have the same connotations. But yes, so this is and in Romanian it looks completely different, right? So okay, but guys, just to remain focused, who wants to try to translate the sentence now, knowing the context?
I don't.
I'm
out.
Oh my god. I'm out of it.
No worries, no worries. So I'm going to.
I still don't know the second word, so it's like.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's listen to it again.
La petrecere a fost un adevărat dezmăț.
The party was a real desmat, which is like this word that it might be hard to translate to other languages.
I thought maybe adevărat means something like a sickness that is there for a longer time or something like that. Maybe, yeah. So.
A real mess, maybe, like Clara is suggesting.
Actually, you know what? Right now that I know the translation, that the party was a real mess, real chaos, whatever that is, adevărat makes me think about what maybe in Italian is avverato, which means that something has become real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Adevărat. Yeah. So there's definitely a connection there too. But I think it's time to go to another challenge, to move on to another challenge, and maybe this time we're going to do the Spanish one. It's going to be a Spanish, no, not Spanish, Italian. It's going to be Italian first. So Leonardo, you don't say anything for now. Maybe after the guys try to guess, you can.
You have the word.
I have the word, unless you have a word that you would like to introduce.
Well,
if you don't, then don't worry, I have one.
I have a word.
Okay. So you can spell it out for us.
Shall I pronounce it or spell it out?
You can send it to the chat, and I can copy it and paste it on the screen.
I was thinking about this word because it is quite different from French, for example. So I don't know actually if this rings any bell to anybody, but it's like this.
Okay, let me just quickly copy it and paste it. So give me a second. Let's make it bigger, and here it is. Oh, that's the word. Yeah, I'm going to keep it displayed on the top here because it just works this way. I was trying to find the right place for it without covering too much. So how do you pronounce this word?
Trapano.
Okay, and it's not anything vulgar, right? Because we keep it
no.
safe for work. Okay. So, Jan and Koen, this is a challenge for you and for a challenge for all the people in the chat who don't speak Italian. So if you speak Italian, hold your horses. Don't reveal the answer yet. Yeah. So this is a word that is like it's a unique thing for Italian language, you would say, or whatever word.
Well, actually, it exists in the whole world, but if you think about other Romance languages, it possibly does not ring any bell if you speak Spanish or if you speak Portuguese, because it does not have that much of a connection with them, let's say.
Alrighty.
A non-native speaker like me also has no really connection to it, unfortunately. So
the only thing that I can see is that it might be something to do with traps.
Well, no.
No. Okay.
As in not even close, right?
No. It doesn't have to do with it, no.
Okay, so now give us
So-
an example of a sentence that uses this word. So maybe we can figure it out from the context.
Flick it in the chat, please.
I can't hear you, Norbert.
Oh, sorry, I just muted myself. So I just said that this is an interesting hint here, and it's not too revealing. It says it hurts, but it's not a trap.
Exactly.
Okay, interesting. So, Leonardo, you're writing the exemplary sentence.
Yeah.
Hurts, but it's not a trap. Okay.
Okay, right. Just need to zoom in into the thing here.
No worries. I'm going to display it on the screen.
Yeah. That would
Give
help.
me a second.
Okay.
And you will have to read this
Okay.
out loud, please.
Ho fatto un buco nel muro col trapano perché dovevo appendere un quadro.
So,
Actually, the comma there is not that appropriate, but
okay.
forget
So
it.
should I remove the comma then?
Yeah,
I mean,
possibly.
I can do that. So yeah.
Could you mind me a second? Because they are knocking on the door, so I'm
Sure,
going to
you-
come back in 1 second.
Okay, so you can go now. I'm trying to
So,
fix
and in the meantime, try to think about what the word could be. Then you'll tell me. I'll
Okay.
come back in 1 sec.
You okay. Okay, so anybody made a hole in the wall
Yeah, that's what I read as well.
because something must be and the hole must be a specific form, I think.
Okay.
So, okay.
Kuhn, what do you think?
Thank
Do you
you.
have any guesses, Kuhn?
I was thinking along the same lines as don't remember his name.
Jan.
Jan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before Leonardo, before you comment, there is another example from Clara, the use of this word. Let me see it here. Could you read that for us, Leonardo?
Un quadro gigante se ha bisogno del trapano, with this intonation because she put two
Exclamation marks, yes.
two exclamation marks, exactly.
Un quadro. Un quadro è uno forma specifico?
Allora,
Giusto?
quadro no, non è un quadrato, il quadro è...
Ok.
In pintura.
Esatto, esatto. Sì, claro.
Oh,
Quadro
I didn't get it, sorry.
Pintura.
It's a painting.
Pintura. Sì.
So I don't know. I have made a hole in the wall.
You made a hole in the wall because it must be a painting.
So, Sam, I got a comment on what Sam says. Samantha, hello, says, Boiareo, che quadro era se te servito il trapano? Just with this accent because it's purely Tuscan. And she said, oh, what are the picture was that if you needed this object?
Yeah.
Maybe this hint helps. Maybe
Okay. So it's something. Is it a tool that you use for
A tool
painting?
to. Okay.
well, a tool not used for painting, but used to do
hang a painting.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Something like a nail, or I don't know. Not quite.
Not quite, but you're close. Bijna, Koen.
A nail? Okay.
Maar je bent er bijna.
Yeah, but I'm not quite sure how to clinch it.
Yeah, sorry, by the way. I spoke Dutch. Sorry.
Okay, Orietta is
Yeah.
giving us another hint. It makes an unpleasant buzzing sound.
Oh.
Buzzing sound. Okay.
Neisha says, entiendo que es una herramienta para enganchar un cuadro.
So it's a tool to use to hang a painting, is what she says.
Yeah.
I understand that it's a tool used to hang a painting. That's
To
what.
hang a painting. Okay. Okay.
Okay, I think we've spent enough time on this, and we did our best. We did our
I
best.
just don't.
Francesca is saying, well, it's noisier than just buzzing. So I'm very curious.
I know.
Oh, Koen?
It's a drill.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Drill. That's great.
Yeah.
You got it, Koen.
Yeah, it definitely makes more than buzzing. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
before
I thought about it before, but I didn't know the English word for it. So yeah, and the German word could also help. Oh, but
It's
I
boar,
don't know,
isn't it?
so.
It's like bull, or
Boer, yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
Similar to Dutch.
so
Yeah.
who wants to try to translate that sentence?
Well, I don't know. It's I have made a hole in the wall with the drill because I needed to hang a painting or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Not something along that line. It's exactly correct.
Great. So
right.
let's just compare it to other languages. El taladro in Spanish.
I can't think of the Portuguese word at the moment. It's
Me too. Eu também. Gewoon não sei. Vou ver.
Trapano sounds like trepanación, which is actually, I don't know if you have that word. Head injury, for example, like in Polish, it's trepanacja czaszki, like the skull trepanation.
It's like a gat in your hoofd. It's a hole in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trapano sounds like trepanación, but actually in Portuguese it's uma furadeira. I just looked it up. It's
Diego just mentioned that also.
A furadeira em português, exatamente. Muito obrigado. Thanks. Perceuse. Trépant est plus spécialisé de trépanation. En fait, j'étais pas en train de penser à ça. En fait, il y a un mot en français qui pouvait aider, mais c'est bien.
So, trepanning, I think it's English for drilling a hole in the skull. Yeah. Okay, so we found all the possible connections. So I think it's time to move on to another one. So this one is going to be for Leonardo and Tian, just because it's going to be Spanish. So Koen, you can just wait this one out. But if you have any comments afterwards, you can obviously
I'll mute
make
myself for now.
that's fine. So the Spanish word that we're going to have a look at right now is, well, actually, let me
Write
also
it
just
Andiamo a provarlo.
Sì, esatto. Esattamente, sì, vamos.
yes. Let me just quickly change the color because it's not copying with this. Okay, so the Spanish word is sobremesa.
Sobremesa.
Sobremesa. It's the word.
Eu basicamente agora provavelmente vou falar português porque já vi o que é que pode ser.
Oh, you think so? You think that based on Portuguese you would know what it means? Okay, so wait for now. Let's
Muito rápido,
possibly. Let's hear what Jan thinks it is.
I don't know if sobre has something to do with something like sub. In English, the preposition sub or something like that.
Kind of sub
No?
sub as the like submarine, right? Yeah, it's related.
Mesa has something to do with il mese in Italiano.
Not quite. No.
No?
No.
No, okay. So
Okay.
so let me give you an example of a sentence, okay? In Spanish.
Okay.
Let's see if that's going to let me just make it bigger because it's unfortunately too small for you guys to see.
So,
let me read it. Okay, let me read it
Okay.
first. So it says, después de la cena, la familia disfrutó de una larga sobremesa hablando y riendo juntos.
So it
Sì.
it
Questa palavra.
depends from the dinner. The family puts hablando y riendo.
Let me
Speaking and holding has something to do with a church.
No.
Después de la cena, la familia disfrutó de una larga sobremesa hablando y riendo juntos.
Junto is giusto in italiano.
No.
No, okay.
Okay.
So that's fine. So Jan, you had your go. So let's see if Leonardo gets it. So Leonardo, what does it mean? What do you think it is?
Digamos que vou falar português porque a conexão foi com exatamente a língua portuguesa e estive a pensar exatamente a sobremesa, é exatamente a mesma palavra em português e significa dessert.
Tens razão.
Wrong.
Oh, okay.
It's a false friend. Yes.
But why speak?
It shouldn't be.
The last part of the sentence threw me out. So, the family puts in large sobremesa, speaking and holding.
It's not holding.
No, okay. Riendo.
Riendo means to laugh.
Exactly.
Ok. Ridere in italiano, giusto?
This is what Leonardo can respond to. If he heard you.
No, so
Ridere in italiano, giusto, Leonardo?
Wait a second. Leonardo has some things going on.
It's done. It's solved.
It's not solved. It hasn't been solved yet, but I'm going to read three options for you guys to choose
Okay.
from. Okay. So the first option A, a feeling of being sick or overwhelmed, usually due to consuming too much sweet food. A, right? B, the mark left on a table by a cold glass. And C,
What?
the mark left on a table by a cold glass. And C is the time spent lingering at the table after a meal, talking and enjoying each other's company.
All right, you're
Yeah.
going back to the 17th century
Isso
here.
todo no ar. Yeah, I'm getting. I think it's.
Pencil D,
Uh,
C. Pencil D C.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
C.
Yes.
He is actually going back to
Mas-
like the 17th century here.
Yes, possibly.
Gente,
Because now-
espera um segundo. Mas eu vi, provavelmente não é o contexto exatamente, mas sobremesa deveria significar dessert também,
É,
não é?
hoje em dia é certo. Mas antigamente não era o caso.
Boa. Obrigado,
espanhol-
Kuhn.
Does
Em
that
espanhol,
Kun?
em espanhol, o significado desta palavra mudou.
Sim.
Quer dizer,
Claro.
antigamente
Mas
foi
acho
Leonardo, let Kun speak.
este primeiro. Antigamente foi o sentimento que o Norbert já nos deu, vamos dizer. Mas hoje em dia se pode dizer isto também para significar sobremesa, que é o mesmo do que é em português. Quer dizer
Bem,
dessert.
Obrigado.
So you're saying that this word actually could mean dessert, or in this sentence it means dessert?
Yeah, it can mean both the feeling that you described, like the atmosphere, as well as just the physical dessert.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that. I mean, if I because Kun, you know that because you looked it up, or it just from the context it seems like it. Because I'm not quite sure. I mean, when I looked at this word up, it says that it's something very specific, which
It
is not
depends
a
on-
dessert, but it's just this time that people spend together after a meal.
It depends on where you are, whether it gets used in both ways in Spain, at least. I don't know about the rest of the Hispanic world because there are differences there as well.
Seems like postre is dessert, postre in Spanish,
Yeah,
like a thing that you eat. And sobremesa, you can have a postre while enjoying the sobremesa. But if we had a Spanish speaker, a native Spanish speaker, obviously there is.
Is there an Italian synonym for it, Leonardo? I don't.
Allora, sobremesa, indiretto collegamento con sobremesa in portoghese o sobremesa in spagnolo, no, perché che sia allora una parola per la chiacchierata dopo cena non c'è. E mentre o almeno non è almeno che mi venga in mente adesso no, Poi ecco, se qualcuno di parlante come me, di un momento di convivialità, esatto, non penso, Samantha, che ci sia una parola in italiano. Comunque, stavo dicendo, il discorso che facevo in italiano, se sobremesa è utilizzato come dolce, cioè sì, è un dolce, sarebbe un dolce.
Okay.
Actually, it's a very interesting comment. I'm not sure you could verify that for us, Leonardo. In Italian, pasta means also a
Pasta also
dessert.
means dessert. Yeah, but it depends
Oh,
on
okay.
there it depends on the region. It depends on where you are. So
In
forse in Toscana
interesting
si dice stare
fact
sveglia,
could be that
ma yeah?
an interesting fact for pasta. Pasta in Turkish means cake. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see that sometimes those words, like we would need a native speaker to confirm that because sometimes the word has those uses in a very rare circumstances that they don't even cover that in the dictionary, or it is in the dictionary, but nobody reads all the entries in the dictionary if the list is too long. Samantha is suggesting that the word veglia.
Allora, io sinceramente Samantha stare a veglia non l'ho mai sentito, però ci sta che forse nella tua zona si dica, ma almeno a Firenze io non l'ho mai sentito.
Okay, so you see, guys, this is an example of a word that is very culture specific and it's very unique to a particular language. That's why I picked it and we talked about this. That's why there is no direct translation, or it's difficult to translate with one word. Yeah, so that's interesting. So do you guys have any more examples like that? Maybe Kuhn, you speak multiple Romance languages, maybe something comes to mind.
Well, like a word that cannot be translated in any other language?
Yeah, like a unique word for the language that you speak. Okay, so Leonardo, don't say anything just yet. That's the word.
There's a word here. I'll put it in the chat for you to copy.
okay.
Saudade, sì.
Yes,
This here.
Okay, I see that word, and actually I'm going to display it.
Sorry.
No worries.
Saudade.
Saudade. Yes, that's. Oh, let me display it on the screen. Saudade. Actually, with the Portuguese pronunciation. By the way, this is a Portuguese word.
Okay,
Yeah, saudade is Portuguese. Saudade would be from Brazil.
Yeah, but they don't use it in Brazil.
Yeah.
It doesn't get used as much in Brazil. It's more of a Portuguese typical.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so Leonardo, if you know that, just don't reveal it just yet. Jan, you can try to think about it right now.
Okay. Penso che ok. È più difficile.
Okay, so if you don't have any idea, I can give you an example.
Saudade.
Let me. I mean, I have an example prepared, Kuhn. Unless you want to give your example, I can also just paste
you can also give yours.
Did you by coincidence use the same word?
Yeah, I had it prepared because I did some research about the words that are unique for all the major Romance languages. That's why
and this one is like so unique to Portuguese and actually to Portuguese of Portugal. It's like
Portugal,
really unique.
Okay, so Kuhn, you can read that to us.
Sinto saudade do tempo que passámos juntos.
Okay. Tempo que. Okay. Okay. Something from the time that we left behind.
Not quite.
Almost there, yes.
The time is correct. You said something about time. You'd be
Yeah.
correct about that.
¿Qué pasamos? Yeah. There's the word juntos again that I didn't know in the last sentence too. But
Juntos, yeah.
Juntos. É a
Juntos,
pronúncia portuguesa é juntos.
Juntos?
Sim.
Okay.
É.
So,
Yes.
but it's the same in
A
Spanish,
pronúncia
right?
portuguesa é muito diferente. Sim.
It means the same thing, it's just pronounced differently because it's
Okay.
Portuguese.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
it,
exactly.
yes. So let's see if maybe some people give us more examples of the usage of that word in the comments in the chat.
Sinto è un sinonimo di senza in italiano?
Não é exatamente isso. Não.
Ok. Sinto saudade. Quindi
Digamos
juntos è la parola differente dal so juntos is a word different from the past, right?
Digamos
Connected.
que não. Não tem nenhuma conexão, na verdade, entre o juntos e o passado. E o tempo passado. E, Kun, posso dar uma pequenina pista ao Jan? Porque eu acho pessoalmente que está perto, mas não. Sinto, eu posso te dizer que sinto é um verbo. Sinto não é sensa, sinto é exatamente, sim.
Okay, so I think that maybe Kuhn and Leonardo, since you both speak Portuguese, you could come up with more examples that we could use here.
Oh, yeah.
Also, people in the chat, if you could come up with some examples.
Portuguese is quite difficult to understand for me, so I get that sinto is a verb. So
Yeah.
Okay.
But you want to focus on the word
nothing to do with,
saudade. That's
Saudade.
Saudade. I just read in the chat that it's also used in Brazil. I didn't know that myself.
Okay.
So
thank you for whoever said that in the comments.
Whoever said that.
Thank you for the contribution.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but the word do I also I get connected in my head with do as a preposition in Russian, but I have to remember that do.
Digamos que é uma convenção que pode ajudar.
Ok.
Leonardo, tu dás exemplo primeiro, talvez.
Oh, there is another.
Um exemplo. Estou com saudade de você. Olha, faz tempo que não conversamos, estou com saudade de você. Sim, digamos que esse exemplo aqui pode ajudar muito, porque pode chegar perto à palavra que estamos a tentar de adivinhar aqui.
Ok.
Posso ser dar um outro exemplo? Digamos, o sentimento de a saudade pode ser para o sentimento de saudade. Não estou realmente a dar um exemplo de uma frase, mas vou poder ser dar uma pista que pode ajudar. O sentimento de saudade para, por exemplo, um lugar. Um lugar, nós deixamos um lugar porque, por exemplo, temos de trabalhar, num outro lugar temos de ir para um outro lugar e temos este sentimento de saudade para o lugar de origem, por exemplo.
É. Em
Ok,
Portugal, o que a gente pode dizer em Portugal, eu vou escrever uma frase aí
Okay.
no chat.
Okay, so Jan, just wait. We're going to present you another example of a sentence. Maybe that will help, and if not, then I will give you three
so
options.
I get that saudade is a feeling, un sentimento,
É?
giusto?
É.
Sim.
Ok.
É, exatamente, sim.
So
Tenho saudade da minha terra, exatamente.
Ah, okay. So
let
maybe
me show
something
you
like,
another example.
orgoglioso in italiano.
Não.
Okay.
That's another
Não, porque
example.
So
a gente normalmente não pode traduzir.
saudade da minha terra means I am from my earth, right?
Yeah, it's
From
like your region, shall we say?
Your region,
Okay.
a terra, della mia terra, está utilizado mais ou menos da mesma maneira em italiano, quando estamos a falar do lugar de origem, é la mia terra, minha
É.
terra.
Okay.
Okay.
Quindi penso che è una parola che descrive che tu è legato alla tua terra, giusto?
Sì, quando può essere un legame con la tua terra, sì, certo. Ci può essere un legame tra te e la tua terra e hai questo sentimento particolare quando la lasci, sì, esatto.
Ok. Yeah.
Okay.
È difficile, no, Kun?
I didn't understand the last bit you said, Leonardo, porque eu não entendi
Não tem problema, não tem. Vou dizer. Eu diz, mas eu acho que o Ian está perto, mas eu estive a dizer que é muito difícil de traduzir. Basicamente é impossível.
Não há tradução. Mesmo não há
Não tem
tradução.
tradução, não.
Não.
É muito específico.
I didn't
Norbert?
get any from your Portuguese. This is my current problem, but Portuguese is so different from Italian. I think, but yeah.
I'm going to just say something in English here. Earlier on in this stream, Norbert already gave the description for the word.
Okay, so that's going to be a spoiler a little bit, because I wanted to just present some options.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
going to say
You're not saying it.
it.
Okay, so I need to think which options to give here now. Wait a second.
Just make sure you leave in the correct one.
Yeah.
Exatamente.
Let me give it a second. Okay, so 3 options for Jan.
There is. Sorry, I watched in the comment chat, and there is a guess that is in German. So yeah,
Maybe so.
this
Before
makes sense to
we
me,
will
but,
see, we will see if that's the word that exists in German as well. So let me give you 3 options here. Okay.
Yeah.
So the first option, option A, the feeling that comes from not being in one's home country. Okay. The second one, the longing for someone or something, a mix of love, nostalgia, and sadness. And C, the feeling that comes from strolling aimlessly but enjoyably observing life and your surroundings.
So
That's a nice one.
I read the the comments again, and I would say the first one. So that you are homesick, I think in English.
Actually,
No.
That's not exactly
No.
that. So let me reveal the answer. It's the longing for someone or something, a mix of love,
Exactly.
nostalgia, and sadness.
yeah, it's like
Okay.
that is it
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
That is it. It's
Okay.
a longing for something or someone, which,
So
yeah, it happens to me. I don't know if it happens to you too, but sometimes when I'm speaking Dutch or when I'm speaking Italian, when I'm speaking, actually, I don't know how to describe this feeling, and it happens to me that I just put the Portuguese word in and that's it. I don't know if
yeah,
it might happen to you, but sometimes I just put it into it and hope that the other understands what it is, because it's difficult
Exactly,
to find.
because this is a word that is unique to Portuguese, and it's
Yeah.
very, very specific, very particular. So
for me it was difficult because Leonardo often switched from Italian to Portuguese, and then going from Spanish to Portuguese, and then I sit there and I didn't get anything because it is
Sorry.
mixed. And
I mean, that's
So,
the idea
or-
of the show, Jan.
Yeah,
we
but-
are speaking
yeah.
all
Yeah.
Romance languages all at once. So
Yeah.
so that's the format. However, before we move on, I would like to ask you, Jan, if there is a German equivalent of that word, because there are some suggestions here.
Yeah,
For Clara is suggesting it could be
Sehnsucht.
Sehnsucht. Yeah, maybe it is quite difficult to put the feeling right in. So the first guess in the chat was Heimweh, which means that you miss your your persons and your place where you are living, but this is not quite the feeling. So
No, exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
Actually, Diego just said that when texting, we use the word saudade to mean I miss you. So
Okay.
it could be used as that expression of longing for someone, but in English you would have to use the verb, right? And there you just drop that saudade, and everybody
Yeah.
knows what it means.
Okay,
Wait,
yeah, but
I have a
Sehnsucht, I think
doubt.
is the best.
Actually, so I think the fact of using saudade and I pronounced it like this on purpose, as I miss you, is quite of a Brazilian thing. I actually don't know if that's like it, but it.
I think
feels
Diego
like
is from Brazil.
Brazilian. Because actually, I never heard that in Portugal though, and I've actually been to Portugal for like 3 weeks, hearing and being immersed into the society, and hearing local people talk, and I never heard saudade used as "I miss you," but maybe yeah. I'm not sure.
It gets
Yeah.
used that way. It does get used that way.
Yeah, especially in texting. So texting is also a particular way of communicating things. You could send
Yeah,
an
because
emoji, or you could just send a word like that.
Yeah.
Also, it's like beijinhos. You know, if you like drop beijinhos into a text,
Beijinhos.
it gets used saying like for saying goodbye for a short period of time, like beijinhos.
It
Vamos
means like,
falando.
does it mean like kisses or something?
Beijinhos means
Beijos,
little
beijinhos.
kisses, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beijos is
Beso.
kisses, and then
Beso.
Bacini in
beijinhos is
italiano?
Bacini,
Bacino o
sì, bacini, sì.
yeah,
Bacini, beijinhos e bacini.
yeah.
Okay.
Assim.
Okay.
Okay. So I think it's been an interesting format today. Trying to decipher the meanings of those unique words for all the languages that we've covered today, which shows that there's a lot of similarities and mutual intelligibility, but every language has also some uniqueness to it, and some aspect of the culture are expressed in the language. Obviously, all those things can be felt and experienced in other languages, but not every language found the way to put those feelings and situations into words. So that's kind of interesting to look at.
I'm realized that I'm better in writing Italian than speaking Italian, but this one I have to try and improve myself. But today it was the first time that I tried to speak in Italian, so
Oh, you did a great job.
with my
You did a
friend,
great job.
I only write in Italian, so yeah.
That's usually the case, but you can also
Penso
there is the Discord server where people can also
Yeah.
just join voice channels and practice languages there. So if you're interested, anyone in the audience, you can go and check it out. The link in the
Devo dire,
description.
Jan, penso che tu abbia fatto veramente un ottimo lavoro a parlare.
Yes. I mean, I couldn't even try speaking Italian. I don't speak it at all. I can just understand a heck of a load of it, but
Neither do I. I mean, I understand a lot of it, but
Così suoni um português, teu português e teu espanhol misturados, digamos, para tentar de perceber. É isso.
eu percebo muito de italiano, mas eu não falo nenhum palavra.
This is me in Portuguese, so sometimes I get some parts of this sentence, but more or less it's like oh no.
Yeah.
This was the false one, so
That's because I think it's because of phonetics.
Yeah.
Yes. So guys, I think we reached the end of the stream. So thank you so much for hanging out today, and we've learned a lot today actually about Romance languages. So this format definitely worked. Yes. So I'm going to switch to a different screen now and say thank you to all you guys watching and being part of this stream dedicated to Romance languages. This was the last stream before the summer break. So you can keep subscribing to this channel, because I might go on go live here spontaneously during the summer, and also any announcements regarding live streams and starting streaming again would be done through Ecolinguist channel, so you can just follow all the community posts there. So have a good summer, and see you on other channels. Next stream is on the Slavic Languages Hub if you're interested. So take care, and bye bye.